What's up, everybody? Break number 924 BD. This is a one case, 10 box break of Leaf Bronx Legacy Series 3. Good luck, everybody. 4 cards per box, 40 cards in the break. If you guys skunk in the break, our apologies. You know, not everybody can hit in the break. But if you do skunk, we will send you something in the mail. Please do not request a refund. We will send you something in the mail. A skunk constitutes if you have 1 spot and you don't hit anything, that's a skunk. If you have 10 spots, but you hit 1 spot in the 10 spots, that's not considered a skunk. That is a hit. So, good luck. Here we go. All right. All right, box number 1. Any randoms, same people on multiple people on a card, all that will go to random.org. We will do the randoms at the end of the break. Card number 1, here we go. Ron Guidry, 3 out of 5 for the Yankee pitcher. Card number 2, that's Mickey Mantle. That is 2 pieces of Mickey Mantle's uniform, 1 out of 7. 1 out of 7. Nice hit. Last card out of the first box. That is going to be randomed after the break. At the end of the break, 22 out of 45. We have Ricky Henderson, Dave Winfield, Don Mattingly, and Ken Griffey Sr. Quad Pride of the Pinstripes. That'll be random off to those 4 spots. What's up, Lou? And our first in case card. That is Jay Buhner. Jay Buhner on the blue encased, 1 out of 25. 1 out of 25. Box number 2. What was the first card? You missed it? First card was Ron Guidry. Ron Guidry to 5. Auto. You're welcome, Devil. Let me zoom this in. There we go. All right, first card, box 2. That is Alex Rodriguez and Derek Jeter, 16 out of 50. 16 out of 50. That will be randomed at the conclusion of the break. Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, both uniform pieces. Rick Cerrone. Rick Cerrone. This is 15 out of 25. 15 out of 25. That is Donnie Baseball. Don Mattingly on the game-used bat and auto. Bat auto, Donnie Baseball, 4 out of 25. 4 out of 25. And our encased card. Greg Nettles. Greg Nettles. And that one is 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4 on the Aqua Auto. Got 2 encased cards this time. 2 encased. All right, our first card, 14 out of 20. That is Reggie Jackson. 3 pieces of Reggie Jackson's bat. 14 out of 20. And the second card, because remember we have 2 encased on this one. That is the Empire. Derek Jeter, 19 out of 50. 19 out of 50. Derek Jeter, game-worn jersey. Our first encased card. How about Darryl Strawberry and Dwight Gooden? Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden. This will be random. 4 out of 25. Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden. 4 out of 25. I know, Lou. I this stuff is amazing. Jim Lieritz. Jim Lieritz. No need to random that one. 32 out of 65. You got both of those spots, Devil Ross? Alrighty. Box number 4. All right, Devil Ross, I just verified that. You do have both of those spots. You also have my cousin David Wells, so hopefully we can get you... No, this is 2 Yankees. Remember, they both played for the Yankees as well. Lou, I know what you're saying. Congrats on that hit, Devil Ross. Congrats on the hit. All right. Give me a second. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Sorry. All right. Next up. Okay, here we go. Box number 4. First hit, David Justice. David Justice on the bat auto. Nice hit for the David Justice spot. This one is numbered 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Next one. How about another one for you, Devil Ross? Darryl Strawberry Pinstripes Auto 1. 17 out of 25. 17 out of 25. You'll take it, I know. Me too. And our last card is Pride of the Pinstripes. This is a 4-way random. This is Ricky Henderson, Dave Winfield, Don Mattingly, and Ken Griffey Sr. This one is to 8. This is the same as this one, except that one's to 45. So what we're going to do is we'll do the random. Top 2 spots will get a card. Top spot gets to 8. Second spot gets to 45. First place gets to 8. Second place gets to 45. And our inscribed Yankee Doodle of Lou Piniella. Lou Piniella on the Yankee Doodle. 7 out of 35. 7 out of 35. Box number 5. All right, first card. Big Apple Ink of Ed Figueroa. Ed Figueroa on the Big Apple Ink. That is 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. I always miss these. Are you running any more breaks after? Wish it was a license, but the Yankees fan. Yeah. I understand that. Do we have any more breaks of this today? No. I don't know if we're going to be doing any more. This is the last of the 3 cases I had. Nice, Lou. Nice. So I do not know if we'll be doing any more of this. There is one more break after this, but it's already sold out. I do have more breaks already in our store scheduled for Thursday. So 4 more breaks on Thursday. Gotham Greats, 1 out of 6. Yeah, 1 out of 6, Buck Showalter. Or Showalter, excuse me. Buck Showalter. 1 out of 6. And enshrined. How about 3 pieces of Joe DiMaggio's bat? 4 out of 6. Game used bat of Joe DiMaggio. And our encased card is inscription of Yankee Doodle of, how about Rock Reigns? Tim Rock Reigns. 7 out of 15. 7 out of 15. Box number 6. First card. How about Joe Torre? 23 out of 50 on the manager coat, manager worn material. $23 out of 50. Don Mattingly again. 10 out of 50. Player worn material. My favorite player of all times. This next one's sick, you guys. It is sick. And it's 4 out of 5. That's Lou Piniella, Rudy May, Roy White, Chris Chambliss, Willie Randolph, Goose Gossage, Sparky Lyle, and Ed Figueroa on the October Legends autograph. Octo for 8. That is sick. That is an 8-way auto. That will be random to those 8 spots at the end of the break. And our encased card. Bucky Dent. Bucky Dent. Love Bucky Dent. 32 out of 65. Box number 7. Box number 7. First card, Clay Bellinger. Clay Bellinger. This one is 5 out of 50. 5 out of 50 on the Clay Bellinger. We got another Big Apple ink. This one is Jim Lieritz. Jim Lieritz on the blue. That one is 1 out of 8. 1 out of 8. You have all 8 players, Lou? Are you kidding me, bro? If you have all 8 players, I will check that. But, I mean, you're a regular. I don't think you're going to lie to me, but I'm definitely going to have to check it. Bronx 2. 10 out of 15. We got Mariano Rivera and Bernie Williams. Mariano Rivera and Bernie Williams. Lou, what's your eBay? What's your eBay name? So I can type. It's easier to. It's faster to check it that way. Hideki Matsui on the autograph. Encased autograph, Hideki Matsui. 3 out of 45. 3 out of 45. You have 34 spots tonight. I hear you. Can you just give me your eBay name, please? Okay. Let me check that real quick. All right, Lou, let me look here. What do we got on the 8? Let me look. All right. These are in alphabetical order, so we got Chris Chambliss should be first. There's Chris Chambliss. E, Ed Figueroa should be next. Yes. G. G is Goose Gossage. Yes, you do. L, Lou Piniella. There he is. Now we're going all the way to R for Rudy May and Roy White, and you have both of those. S, Sparky Lyle, you have that one. I believed you, Lou. I just had to check. And Willie Randolph. Congratulations, Lou. That is all you, my friend. Congratulations, my friend. That is sick. That's so sick we're putting it up here like this. We're going to move those over, put it right there. Congrats, Lou. Congrats. All right. We are on to box number 8. Box number 8. Like I said, Lou, you are one of my regulars, so I trusted you, but I trust but confirm, they always say, right? Trust but confirm. All right, box number 8. Box number 8. The link is already posted on your spot that you purchased, but if you just go to Breaks and Takes 2 on either YouTube or on eBay, they'll have replays. Okay, Pat? You're welcome, my friend. All right, here we go. Next up, Ricky Henderson on the Gotham Greats. Ricky Henderson. This one is 4 out of 5 on the green. 4 out of 5 on the green. Roger the Rocket Clemens. 4 out of 6. Game worn material. Look at that little piece of material that's coming off. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And that one is 4 out of 6. We have 2 encased cards in this one. 2 encased cards. First one is an inscribed Yankee Doodle. How about Mariano Rivera inscribing Enter Sandman? That's sick. 9 out of 20. 9 out of 20. And our second one is also a Yankee Doodle, and that is Orlando Hernandez, 4-time World Series champion. 12 out of 35. 12 out of 35. Two boxes to go. Isn't this awesome? I love this product. I love this product. I wish I could just sell like boxes of this product. You get 4 cards. I think it's like $300 a piece. But to me, I would buy a box of this. I would buy a box for $300. But I'm a Yankee fan, so I'm pretty sure Lou would buy a box for $300 by himself. All right, card number 1. There is Phil Niekro. You need Thurman Munson to come out tonight. 16 out of 25, Phil Niekro on the pitcher used bat. That's a rare one right there. But Phil Niekro also, yeah, he played for the Atlanta Braves. And when he played for the Braves, they had to hit as pitchers. So we gotta remember that. But I don't know. That's weird. Maybe it's because he was in the World Series with the Yankees and he had to hit. But that's pretty cool, though. Still, Phil Niekro. Next up, how about Joe Pepitone? 20 out of 25 on the bat. Joe Pepitone, player used bat. Trust me, Devil. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw Niekro and a bat was exactly what you said. I said the same exact thing. All right. On the Sparky Lyle, Goose Gossage, Bronx Marks. This one is a 1-of-1 dual auto. You just buy spots with me. You're amazing, dude. I appreciate you. Do you have Sparky Lyle, too? I know you have Goose Gossage, Lou. Do you have Sparky Lyle? Do I have to look that one up? I'm going to look it up because I already still have it up. Yes, you do. Lou, here's another one for you. Sparky Lyle and Goose Gossage. 1-of-1. Dude, that's crazy. You are on fire tonight, Lou. You are on fire. And how about Roy White? Roy White on the encased card, 4 out of 25. 4 out of 25. Damn, Lou, I'm going to have to send you a Christmas present, man. Because that's what it's going to look like when I ship all this stuff to you. We got a booklet. There it is. And it's a Rivals booklet, which means it's going to have Yankees and probably Red Sox. The last random on the Rivals went to the Red Sox, so we gotta be better this time. We need to be better. Yankees need to win. All right, our booklet is there. That'll probably be a random since it's a Rivals. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 randoms. All right, first card out, Alfonso Soriano. You took a couple of Red Sox as a hedge? Nice. 14 out of 50, Alfonso Soriano. Of course, we're going to skip the booklet and go to underneath it to 5. There is my cousin, 3 out of 5, David Wells. That's for Devil, right? There you go, man. He's such a good guy, man. He got such a bat for my display. There you go. For you, Lou, yeah, I'll send you an empty box. I can't do it for everybody, guys, but I'll do it for Lou. That's David Wells on the pinstripes. 3 out of 5. Nice hit, Devil. Nice hit. We're going to save the booklet for last. We're going to do the encased card first. Encased card first. It looks like another Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle. This one is Sparky Lyle, 77 American League Cy Young Award winner. 21 out of 35 for, guess who? Lou. Damn, Lou. All right, congratulations to everybody who's hit. We're going to do this last card here, which is a booklet. Then we're going to do our randoms. And then I'm going to ship everything to Devil and Lou. Because it seems like those two ate at Applebee's. All right. Rivalry. Dum, dum, dum. You know that's got to be Red Sox. There it is, guys. Derek Jeter, Mariano Rivera, Jorge Posada, Bernie Williams, Andy Pettit, Alex Rodriguez. They go top to bottom. Red Sox, David Ortiz, Jason Varitek, Pedro Martinez, Dustin Pedroia, Johnny Damon, and Kurt Schilling. No lunch for you this week. Nice, Lou. Nice. And this one is numbered 22 out of 30. 22 out of 30. Is that going to fit in there? It will. Okay, good. I'm going to put one more in there. All right. I am going to set up the random real quick. Takes me about 3 to 5 minutes. I already have them set up I already have them ready. I just got to type the names in. That's what I'm trying to say. First time you're rooting for Pedroia. You know, I have to admit, he's probably one of the Red Sox I actually kind of like. You know, the guy was actually really, really nice. He worked his ass off, played the game right. So, but, all right, give me 3 minutes here to type this stuff in. And we will do our 4 randoms. All right. hate Jason Varitek. One of my least favorite Red Sox of all times. Him and Clemens. And I've learned to actually like Clemens once I met him. Alright, they are all 4 set up. Grab my pen here, grab my paper, so I can write down who wins. Alright, they are all set up. YouTube, I'm going to switch you over right now. Alright. YouTube should be switched over. eBay, I'm going to grab you right now, take you with me. Zoom you in. And away we go. Alright, going to roll the dice, got to be 4 or higher. That is a 9. First up, we got Mariano Rivera and Bernie Williams. Mo and Bernie 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 9th time. 9 times. That's going to the Bernie Williams spot. Bernie Williams. Next up, we have Derek Jeter and A-Rod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 times. 9 times. That is going to the A-Rod spot. A-Rod. Next one. This has got 4 players on it. First place gets the card numbered to, what was it, 8. Second place gets the card numbered to 45. First place, 8. Second place, 45. All right, we got Ricky Henderson, Dave Winfield, Don Mattingly, and Ken Griffey Sr. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it was 9 times, right? We had a 9 time? 9 times. 9 times. Going to the Ricky Henderson spot. Ricky Henderson. And our last one. That is Derek Jeter, Mariano Rivera, Jorge Posada, Bernie Williams, Andy Pettit, Alex Rodriguez, David Ortiz, Jason Varitek. That is Pedro Martinez, Dustin Pedroia, Johnny Damon, and Kurt Schilling. There should be 12 people on this. Here we go. 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and our last time. 9 times. And that's going to the Johnny Damon spot. There we go. eBay going back over here. I will recap the randoms. YouTube, let me put you back where you belong. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Lou should go play Powerball. Is that what you're saying? All right, my friends. Everybody should be back where they belong. All right. Mariano Rivera, Bernie Williams. This is going to the Bernie Williams spot. 10 out of 15. Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez. 16 out of 50 going to Alex Rodriguez. We have Ricky Henderson, Dave Winfield, Don Mattingly, and Ken Griffey Sr. My apologies. Ricky Henderson gets the 1/8. Ken Griffey Sr. gets the 1/45. I forgot about that, but Ken Griffey Sr. And if you guys want to go watch it again, you guys can see that I'm not BSing. And on the rivalries, this one had a whole bunch of players. We got Johnny Damon winning this one. And this one is to 30. Jeter, Posada, Rivera, Williams, Pettit, Rodriguez, Ortiz, Veritek, Martinez, Pedroia, Damon, and Schilling. All right. Let's recap the rest of it. All right. Where are we starting? We're starting over here. All right, that goes with our randoms, so I don't forget who won, because I am old and I have a bad memory. All right, here we go. To 50, we have Alfonso Soriano, Clay Bellinger, Don Mattingly, that is Joe Torre, and Derek Jeter. To 25, Joe Pepitone, that is Phil Niekro, Darryl Strawberry, Don Mattingly, and Rick Cerrone. To 20, that is Reggie Jackson. To 10, Ed Figueroa, and that is Dave Justice. This one I think is to 8. Yeah, to 8, Jim Lyritz. To 7, Mickey Mantle. To 6, Roger Clemens, Joe DiMaggio, and Buck Showalter. To 5, David Wells, Ricky Henderson, and Ron Guidry. To 65, we had Bucky Dent and Jim Lyritz. To 45, Hideki Matsui. To 35, Orlando Hernandez, Sparky Lyle, and Lou Piniella. These were to 25, Roy White, Jay Buhner, and for Devils Ross, we got Dwight Gooden and Darryl Strawberry on the dual auto to 25. This one's to 20. That's Mariano Rivera, scribed Enter Sandman. To 15, The Rock, Tim Raines. To 4, Greg Nettles. To 4. And for Lou, 1/1, Sparky Lyle, Goose Gossage. And for Lou, October Legends autographs, we got Piniella, May, White, Chambliss, Randolph, Gossage, Lyle, and Figueroa. Thanks a lot for the break, you guys. I appreciate you all for being here. Hope you guys had a good time. Hope to see y'all next time. Have yourself a great night. Keep an eye out. We may do this again. You never know. Because I thought we were done with it when I had the first 2 cases, and my boss sent me another one out of the blue. So there we go, guys. Have a great night. Peace.